Hello, my friends. Oh, okay. Now it's so. Hi, guys. Oh, I can't see comments as per usual. Here we are. Okay. I think now we go. Hi, everybody. Hi, Manhase. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining me. Wednesday evening. Would you bend night, so to say? Welcome, welcome. If you join me, hi, Catherine. Hi to Oklahoma. Thank you for joining me, guys. So when you join me, just let me know where you're watching from. Say hi to me. And for those who don't know me, my name is Angela, and I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a WoodUbending retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. And hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining. And every Wednesday night, hi, Nina. I'm doing little projects or bigger projects like the one behind me here, you know. So tonight we are doing some Easter rabbits. Hi, Susan. Hi to, I can't read. I'm blind as a bat. Sorry, guys. So, guys, if you have any questions, just put it in the comments. I will see that I can answer those straight away. Otherwise, I will come back later to do so. And if you haven't done it yet, please pop over to my page, leave me a like there. If WoodUbend is here, could you please, because my devices don't work properly, put my link in there to my side page. That would be absolutely fantastic. So to follow me. Hi, Vera. So this is the rabbit we're working on. I already started putting some WoodUbends on there. And that's what it was looking before. Quite cute. The problem with this one was just it was losing its fur. So it was like pure plastic underneath. Hi, WoodUbend, there you are. That's great, thank you. So WoodUbend is also here. So if you have any questions, they can help us out also. So as this one has left all its fur and had like, was naked plastic, so to say. Hello, Patricia. I basically stripped all the fur off, so to say, and I thought we're going to dress it new in WoodUbends, which is going to be quite nice. So let's get going, guys. Put this one to the side. The WoodUbends I'm using tonight are Master of Disaster, as per usual. So, hi, Bafu. Okay. Hi, Joan. That's great. Those are, I've written them down on here. So we are using this little droplet. You can see this is the new packaging from WoodUbend, which is absolutely great. They come, you know, you can have them single. They're packed in two, but obviously you can have them in single also. So this one is going to go on top of his head. I had planned. And I have also the, let me think, those roses. Yes, you can throw them on the floor and they are pretty fragile, but they don't break straight away, which is quite good because, as you see, I throw the things around. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining. So those are the roses, which we're going to wrap around the necks, and the roses are the 2460. We have different trims, which are basically, you can see already placed some on the back here. Those are leftovers, bits and pieces. This one, you know, I had applied to one of my pumpkin projects in last October. So, you know, when that pumpkin is gone, I took the WoodUbends off. So, you know, you can reuse them. Don't throw them. Hi, Becky. You can reuse them. And for those who don't know, WoodUbends, they are made out of wood and they are solid. And they are cold. So they come in loads of different ornaments and flower types and stuff like that. They do trims and whatever. And when they are warm, as you can see here, they get nice and bendy and wobbly, you know, so you can wrap them basically around any shape. And this is just fantastic. And the good thing about it is, you know, in comparison with some paper clay or something like that, you're not harming any of the lovely details, and you can carry on straight away. That's what we're going to do now. So there's, like, as I said, different trims, you know, I'm using, and bits and pieces. Don't throw anything away. If there's some leftovers, you can always use them for small projects like this. I've also got the WoodUbend 1338, which come as a pair, which is going to go around the leg. I've had that already on the griddle, which is this one. So you can warm them up by putting them on the griddle. You can warm them up with a heat gun. You can warm them up with a hair dryer, with an embossing gun. There's There's loads of ways to do that. With a hair dryer, it's going to take a little longer, but it's a lot safer, and I know what I'm talking about. So yes, I will get going now, guys. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for joining. Hi to Florida. So lovely Florida is on also. Okay, we're going to start. Okay, for applying, I've got some wood glue. And whatever surface you're applying them onto, you always use wood glue. So I'm going to start with the drop up here on his head. I'm going to bring you a little closer so you can see the project and not me. Hang on. Hang on, guys. So I'm going to bring you a little further down. Hang on. Stay with me. So, cameraman, do your work. Bring the camera down so people can see better. How's that, guys? Cameraman doing good? Oh, that looks great. I think that looks great. So, this is plastic. So I've put some bonding primer on there to basically make everything stick better on there. But however, whatever surface you're applying the WoodUbends onto, you are using wood glue. So good quality wood glue. Oh, I see the comments better now, so that's great. So Instagram, move you a little further around. There you go. So everybody's got the rabbit in his eyes now. So, okay. The thicker they are, this is a pretty thick one, this droplet. The longer they take to warm up and the longer they take to cool down. They take about the same time to warm up like they need to cool down. And you spread out the wood glue nicely on the back. As always, you know, having enough on there, but not too much that you are, you know, that the glue is squeezing everywhere. Again, do as I say, not as I do, because I'm mostly very generous. So I'd rather have a little more glue on there instead of not enough. So, and this is gonna go right on his head, like this. I'm going to warm that a little more up. Gotta be careful I'm not melting the rabbit at the same time. Sorry for the noise. This is plastic. I just want to make sure I can snuggle it right onto the surface. So, hang on. And then, oh, it's hot. It is hot. So, Bendy the bunny. Yes, Michelle. So guys, how are you doing? Are you doing any Easter projects or anything? Are you in Easter mood, so to say? So, and this was, you know, I mean, I couldn't have used it as decoration anymore, this bunny, because it was just like some disgusting brown plasticky, so it didn't look very nice. So nobody would have used it anymore. But people who know me, I hate throwing things, so I always find something to do with them. And that's a great thing, you know, with all those WoodUbend stuff. You can basically, you can revive loads of things. So guys, you can also please sprinkle this video if you want to. Hi Lisa. Oh, Lisa, happy St. Patrick's Day in the US Day also, and in Ireland. Oh, thank you for joining me on your holiday. That's great. Are you having some drinks? Have a drink on me, guys. You have a drink on me. Okay, I'm holding that a little down. It's you know, it's going to stay in the shape you're keeping it till it's cold, you know, and then it's going to stay in that shape and not gonna go anywhere. And I'm pressing it nicely down into the surface, a little bit with feeling at the moment, which is not one of my biggest strengths, so to say. But as this is like hollow and plastic, I've got to be a little gentle with the heat and stuff like that. So I think that looks quite cute already. Okay, that's on there. And around his neck, I do want to have the roses. So what I'm going to do now, you can apply the wood glue onto the WoodUbend itself, but you can apply them also, the wood glue also onto your project. This is what I'm going to do now, because otherwise it's going to cool down too quick, and every excess I've got on here I'm going to wipe off with a baby wipe or with a wet rag or a wet brush or something like that. If you have WoodUbends with which are intricate and stuff like that, you can use a wet brush to so those are the roses. So they're nice and bendy now and hot. So I'm gonna see which way around I want to have them. Which way around I want to have them. I have them like this. So what you also can do, and this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to take those apart to make them so I can apply them even easier. I'm going to have them this way around, I think. Going to do one side first, and then I'm going to go to the other side. So that's what you basically can do. And you can I can't even see where I've broke those apart. So that's where was it? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put that on here somehow. This is tricky. You know me, I always choose like very tricky things. I'm gonna get you, guy. I'm going to get you. I'm gonna do one side after the other. That's easy. Not both sides. Not both sides. So I'm gonna get up. So I want to have this one on this side. Now I've got a wood glue all over the place, which doesn't make it easier to hold down. I'm going to warm that a little more up to make it a bit more manageable, so to say. And then I'm going to, you can see how easy or how nicely you can basically bring that into shape where it is supposed to go. So you can see why you need at least 10 fingers. Hi, Linda. Oh, Linda, you do that. You do that. So as I'm on basically every evening for life, I'm not drinking any alcohol during the week. I sometimes have with my sweetheart a glass of wine on Saturdays, so I'm looking forward to that. Hallo Ute. So, hi Silke. Ja, schon wieder Ostern. Keiner hat es mitbekommen. So, okay. For those projects, it sometimes would be nice if you have like a helping hand. So I'm going to warm that up a little bit more. What I found, guys, I noticed that the last time I was applying those to plastic, and I intend to put a bonding primer onto my plastic because of the paint and stuff like that. But I somehow feel that this is not working very well with the wood glue. It takes longer to dry down. So I'm just warming the other bit up to get it on here. And this is pretty thick, this piece. So let's see. Let us see. So as I said, I've got the wood glue on the project itself, and I'm snuggling it right onto the surface. A helping hand would be nice at the moment, but I'm stuck with myself. I'm my cameraman and stuff like that. So okay. So tell me about your projects you're working on. Thank you, Yvonne. Sprinkle, that's lovely. So corned beef, potatoes, and cabbage. It sounds great. That's great. That sounds lovely. I'll be right over after the live to grab some dinner with you. So, Ute, ja, selbstverständlich. Entschuldigung. Ja. Es sind eben so viel Fragen, weil das Zeug einfach nicht beikommt, dass das manchmal untergeht. Nein, habe ich registriert und ja, das passt. Das passt. Danke, dass du mich dran erinnerst. So, okay. I'm going to take got a baby wipe here, and I'm just going to take that excess wood glue, what I spread out on here, off for now. And this should dry. I'm not worried, because it's going to be painted anyway. So that's basically, the wood glue is taking a couple of minutes to dry also. So gotta be a bit patient. I'm always, as artists, are always rushing the projects. As we do want to show you something. I think this one is going to drop off. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to heat that a little back up. If it comes off, you just stick a little more glue on there and you press it back on and it should be fine. I mean, this is not the easiest surface also because it's like pretty bendy, but that's what I'm going for. So you can see all his back, there's like different trims, bits and pieces to cover that up already on. Okay, hast du noch eine Nachricht geschickt? Thank you, Cynthia. Yes, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will be pretty cute. So, and as the plastic moves around also, I'm going to have another, this thing is going to go around his leg down here. So wood glue, glue. Always spread it out nicely, you know, make sure that the whole surface is covered and not only just like in a couple of spots. I'm going to make sure that this is nicely covered. I'm going to go for, so, okay, this one is going to go, this one is going to go like this. You can change the shape also a little bit, you know. I mean, this is now going around his, so what I'm going to do, let's see if that works. See if that works. I've got a clam here. Oops, yep, which is pretty strong. Let's see if I can put that on here. No, it doesn't work. That foot is too, the foot is too thin, too slippery. So now I've got it. Nice thinking, but doesn't work with this. But even so, you know, if you have a project where you can put a clam on, you can do that. So I'm just gonna hold it down a little till that the glue starts drying. And then we can start with some painting. Let's see. Let's see. So those trims, obviously, they are perfect if you want to go around. Hi, Theo. Yeah. Wow. So I need a couple of more hands, you know. As I said, my spirit animal, guys, my spirit animal is a seahorse. Sometimes I wish it would be an octopus. I need a couple of more arms and hands. So using just like the heat gun. However, okay, this is gonna go. But you can see, you know, how you can bend those around different shapes and whatever, you know. And I'm pressing on it pretty hard. And I'm not harming any of those lovely details. So I'm gonna be a little patient so that it doesn't fall off in a minute. So the glue I've got on here is going to be painted over. Wood glue is water-based, so you can take excess off if you don't want to have it on here. So, but as this is water-based, try that a little more. One more heating up. Without melting the rabbit. What's the time? 24 minutes. We're good. We are good to go. So almost all the wood bends on here. I think I'm going to have another trim down here, don't you think? At the front. Having some down here at the front. What do you think? Thank you, Theo. Yeah, it's certainly going to be a different Easter rabbit. So he's completely wood bended at the end. Okay, having some trim around the front. I'm using the trim, this one. I think this one is perfect to go down here. So you can cut it. You can with a scissor, with a sharp knife. Got to be careful. I am not cutting into the rabbit. So you can cut it with a sharp knife, with some scissors. You can even carve it. That also works beautiful. So I'm going to put the glue on here. So, okay. There are wood glues which are white, so you're not seeing them. At the moment, I'm quite happy it's yellow because I see what I do. So, and as you see, this was, you know, painted before us. This piece is basically, I took off another project and to reuse it. So this was already painted, which is no problem. You can paint the WoodUbends either way, you know, you can paint them before you apply them, you can paint them after you apply them. So, and you can use any paint. You can use any paint. So you can see how that nicely snuggles. And this is, I mean, there's nothing, you know, nothing that shapy. You usually use those things on. And you see how amazing that works. Heat that back up. So it also helps drying the glue a little. So, and then we're gonna go for some painting. That has cooled down a bit. This is very shapy. This is very shapy. So if you have, you know, this reheating and stuff like that, when you apply the thing, the WoodUbends, even if you apply it on the window or, you know, on a mirror or something like that, you always use wood glue. That's the first thing. And you should, you know, when you feel they are stiffening up or something like that, just reheat them, you know, what I've done just now, and press them especially down on the sides, you know, so they get good contact with the, you know, with the area they're supposed to be applied onto, and snuggle themselves nicely onto the surface. So, and if the wood glue squeezes out on the sides, that's a good sign, because that basically shows that it is nicely on there. So I've taken that one off. You can see there's like not enough glue on there. There's hardly any glue. So I'm going to re-glue that and stick that back on. So that's the reason that couldn't stick. There just wasn't enough glue. So let's see which way I did have it. I think I had it that way. So this is now pretty much cooled down. So I'm going to reheat that. You could see on the back it was completely dry. So that's not gonna work. So there we go. There we go. This should do the trick now. Yeah, now I can see there's the glue squeezing out here, which is a good sign. That's good. It's going to stick now. So usually, I mean, when you do the projects yourself, it's shapy, Bendy, whatever. Bendy the rabbit. Yeah, Bendy the shapy rabbit. So, okay, as I said, they need about the same time to cool down like they need to heat up. And when they're cooled down, they're not gonna go anywhere. So. Just be a little patient till the glue has dried. Obviously, the glue is not completely dry yet. So anyhow, we're going to start with painting. So that's what we have on here now. So that's like a complete, it looks a complete mess at the moment. When we have some paint on here and stuff, it's going to be quite cute. I think the next time I'm going to try that without a bonding primer underneath, because I think that's not helping. Woody Man, do you have any experience with bonding primers underneath and wood glue and Woody Man's? That's my experience till now. When I use bonding primer, it's not working that well. So, okay. For the base, as I don't want to have it like completely blingy, I've prepared myself some paste. That's the wrong brush. Just like here, this is just some chalk paint with some a little more water. Some chalk paint with a texture additive. I could use the it's already drying up. I could use the metallic paste, but I don't want to have it like completely blingy. So I want to have the base a little. Flat from the finish. So I'm just gonna apply that on here, and then I'm going to spread it out with the brush, just to give it a little bit of texture, that whole thing. So there we go. And you can stain those, you can use any paint you want to. As I said, you can, they're so versatile. It's like, you know, that's, as they're wood, you know, they're porous. So any paint is going to work on it. So the reason I'm using like a texture additive on here is because I want to have it a little aged. You're going to see in a second what I'm going for. So, and this was basically, oh, you're not seeing. Sting to the side. So. Go up here, and I also brought the metallic paste in brown Van Dyke, and I'm going to make a wash over it to give it a bit of the aged look. To finish that basically off. Gonna dry that off in a second with the heat gun. I mean, you guys, you know, you would let that dry. This is like speed crafting. This is absolute speed crafting. And I'm not exactly the crafty queen. The crafty queen is Sue. She is such a crafter. So this is going to come off in a second. Let's see. That wasn't glued on properly also. You see there's like no glue on the back of that thing. So that's not going to work. So let's glue that back on. As I said, that is no problem. You just it's going to dry the paint at the same time. Reheat that. So it helps drying the paint at the same time, which is a great benefit. So I'm squeezing it down onto the surface. See that this is like sticking better now. So some more in here. Around his ears. Making sure I've got all the areas covered. And those also. So if you, if you have like intricate, or if you have like ornaments which like loads of details and you want to make the paint run a little easier into it, you can also use some water. You can spritz it with some water. Hang on. You can spritz it with some water, and the paint is gonna move easier into all those details. And it's no problem for the ornaments also. So water doesn't harm them also. So we have some nice texture on here now. There's like some seams here, some plastic seams. I want to have those off. I don't want to see any of those. This is going to look like stone or something like that at the end. So that's the reason I'm covering that up. So in his ears, he's not going to hear anymore. But go. Look at my hands. I started over. Not really. I've painted him now. So I've painted him now. So I'm gonna dry him. Just that the paint is dry. So the rabbit is going to have a new life. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, WoodUbend. A little more crease on here. Hold it down. So, I mean, obviously, when you do craft things like that, you're not, you're having a little more time than I have at the moment. So. Ja, ist auf jeden Fall besser für dich als ein Schokoladenhasen. Die isst die ja eh nicht. So my sweetheart was just asking if the rabbit is for him, and I said, well, that's the one he's gonna get, because all the chocolate Easter rabbits I was giving him it all over those years, he's never eaten. So anyhow, so and then he's gonna get a wash. Reheat the front to give him a little bit of a bling. What's the time? 40 minutes. Yes, I will have time for a wash. I will have time for a wash. This rose is getting up my nose. It is. The rose doesn't like me. The rose doesn't like me. It's going to need a little more time to dry. Anyhow, patience isn't yeah, patience is not one of my, how do you say, strengths. So, quick dry. So the metallic paste by Posh Chalk, water. The metallic paste by Posh Chalk, they are also water-based. They've got a lovely smell to them. They've got a great sheen to them. You can create texture also. And they're very metallic here. I'm using the brown Van Dyke. And okay, so I'm happy. I'm not the only one who's not that patient. So that's what they look like. Look at that beautiful sheen. So mix them up before you use them. There we go. Just mix them up. And you can use them for raised stenciling. You can make them puff if you add the heat gun to the paste before it has dried. And you can create nice texture with it. So it is very shiny. So as I want to do a wash, I'm going to water that down. So I'm just going to put some of that paste in here. That's probably going to be enough. And I'm going to water that right down. Grab some water. There we go. Just having some water in here. So mixing that. And as they're water-based, obviously you can water them down. That works beautifully. I think I'm going to use a brush to mix that a little more. Brushy. So, and now it's going to get messy. So usually when I work with washes, colored washes and stuff like that, oh, hang on guys. There's somebody at the door. Don't move. Don't move. Host guy is ringing everywhere. So somebody else opened the door. I'm back. Sorry, guys. So, and now I am going to add this on here. So, just around. I'm going to spritz it a little more with this water to have it run. And get it off. There we go. Around his ears. You can tap it off with a cloth or something like that. That's what I'm going to do also. You can see where we're going. It's aging beautifully, isn't it? It's getting this stone look. And this is very watery. And this is and this rose doesn't like me. Guys, I'm going to stick that on later on properly. This rose just doesn't want to stick. Everything else does, apart from that rose. So, use some water. Some more More water. I think I'm going to sit completely in the shower after that myself. I'm looking like a complete pig, covered in paint all over. But that's me painting. Yeah, my cat is laughing. Quick, 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 quick. Just have the water to have that run and come off. Just to the side. So pretend that rose is sticking on there, which is not. But even so. That's the look we are going for. It looks very dirty. Yeah. Roses don't like me. Both roses don't like me, guys. I'm sorry. That's not made for speeding projects. But even so. Okay. There you go. It looks like a stone rabbit now. I'm going to stick the roses on later on properly. So they need a little more time to stick on there and to dry. But this is basically the look we are going for. It's like a little bit of the stone look. So roses, guys, I don't have a green thumb. So every plant basically dies, and obviously I'm not having a WoodUbend flowery thumb also. However, you know what I mean. So this is basically what it's going to be. So vintage look, exactly, Jill. So vintage look with roses with their mind of their own. So it looks like stone. It's gone from plastic. It's got like those ornaments on there. Thank you, Nina. That was the idea. So, okay. And next time I'm gonna try to do that without a bonding primer underneath. I've got another project which I'm gonna do on Friday. This already has been slick sticked, so this is probably going to be the same. We'll see. So guys, I hope you like that. Yes, I hope you like that project. As I said, the roses are going to need a little longer to dry. However, guys, I thank you for your patience. I hope I could get you some ideas. If you have a little more time, let those dry properly and don't speed it up like I did. But that's basically the way it goes. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Angela. I'm the owner of Creative Energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a WoodUbend retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. WoodUbend, thank you so much for having me. If you want to shop the products, pop over to the WoodUbend page and check for your local retailer. As I said, I'm one over here in Frankfurt. Thank you, WoodUbend. Great project. So flowers are not for me, I think. However, if they're dead or alive, they don't like me. So guys, you take care. If you haven't done it yet, please go over and follow my page, and also the WoodUbend page. Obviously, if you're on my page, pop over there and give them a follow. So there's great artists on there showing projects and stuff like that. A lot better than I do, but anyhow, guys, I thank you so much. You take care. Bye bye, and I'll see you next Wednesday for another Master of Disaster project. Guys, you take care. Bye. Thanks.